Hey everyone, this is Kajak, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Wild Arms. Last time around we finished off Cecilia and Jack's prologues, and I believe this time we're just going to jump into Rudy. Now you can pick any particular character, it doesn't actually matter. So I think technically Cecilia might be closer than anyone else. It doesn't really matter though. Whoever you pick and bring over here, you're gonna end up having to do the exact same things. So, whatever, you know. All right, it's out of our hands. All right, so quick note: these three guys, they're like Emma's assistants, right? If you look at their models, they're the same guys that kidnapped Tony in Wild Arms 2. Which I thought was kind of amusing. Or they're not exactly the same guys, but they're pretty damn close. So I like how the series likes to keep things like that. Now there's actually a shit ton of items all around the whole place, but we're just gonna go into this really quickly, and we're gonna start up this next segment so we can go pick up the other characters and get some loot. And after that, we'll end up grabbing everything in town and, you know, decking ourselves out with equipment and so on and so forth. Okay. We have a minor problem in the ruins. Hey, yeah, I can fight a little bit. Sure, I'm down. Sounds good. Okay. Bring friends. I don't have any friends. That could be a bit of a problem. Out of the way! Alright, so we gotta bring friends, so I guess let's go find some friends. We head down this direction, and looky, there's Cecilia. Earthquake caused chaos. Huh. How the hell did you hear I caused the earthquake? What the fuck this shit? No, I shouldn't even let you join me. This is bullshit. You're crap. Anyways. Do. Alright, so Rudy's so damn slow. Like, no, really, Rudy's so damn slow. He's the slowest character. Oh, so slow. That's okay. And the other thing about this is the few random fights that we do get into on our way to pick up everyone and get everything that we're grabbing will give us enough money to really do everything that we're wanting to do. Alright. You looking for help? Sure, sounds good. Aw, Jack Van Buren, you're so helpful. Van Buren. Almost kind of sounds like Van Brace, you know? Me and my spoilers. Do. Aw, fuck that. This guy's dead. Come on, turn one this mofo. I'm surprised Cecilia actually did damage to him, to be honest. There we go. Nicely done. Very nicely done. Alright, into Memory Temple. So, I said earlier about the whole, once we had the teardrop, we could come back here. So, you actually have to talk to the console with Jack. None of the other characters can get it to respond. So, dooby-dooby-doo, and I'm pretty sure it's with a K. I don't know what happens if it's wrong. I don't remember what happens if it's wrong. I don't know. Okay, it's not wrong anyway, so whatever. We are okay. Alright, so that takes you back to the hologram with the L. And now we need the tier. And it's kind of important to go ahead and do this because you get a crest graph. You get a holy parasol, which I'll show you guys here in a second. Oh, whatever. We're just gonna auto attack through everything. Doesn't even matter. Awesome. Okay. And another crest graph. So we got 2 spells out of this, and we got a holy parasol, which what a holy parasol is it actually absorbs enemy magic as MP. So what it does is when Cecilia gets hit by a magic spell, she will absorb a portion of that spell as mana, and replenish it as mana, which is really nice considering she has massive mana problems, especially early on in the game. So, freaking fantastic. So 2 spells and a mana regen item for her. So, definitely recommend picking those up. And that's why we picked up Cecilia before we picked up Jack. Even though, you know, we like Jack more because Jack is awesome. So now we come back to Adelheid, and we're gonna switch over to Rudy real fast because there are a couple items that only he can get here in Adelheid with his bombs. I think there's just the one Hillberry in here. So we go up here and boom, antidote. And try not to miss anything, but there's always the possibility that I do. Healberry and a magic carrot. Very nice. We're actually gonna go up into the castle real fast because they let just anyone walk into the castle. No, legitimately, they let just anyone walk into the castle. And there's a couple of pretty nice loot things in here real fast that you can get. Now, you can always just pick them up when you actually go to the castle for real, but we'll do all our equipment afterwards. What am I thinking? But, I mean, there's no real reason not to go ahead and grab everything. So and there's another spell for us, and there's just a big room to the right, so no worries there. Come up here, and hey, out of the way, asshole. And 200 gold, or Gela, which is, you know, it's a nice little sum at the beginning of the game. Alright. I believe that's everything available to us right now. We can go ahead and talk to the king. Hey! Personal invitation. What happens when we talk to... Hey! Shh. That shit right there. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, I don't think we particularly need Rudy for anything else. There we go. Got us a nice hearty apple. And we'll we'll go over this direction and get us a heat salve, which removes burn, I believe. Alright, and we can't get in there yet, unfortunately. Perhaps at a later date. Take our 7 Gela. I'm getting a little bit of slowdown there. And our 50 right here. So that pays for our night at the inn. Awesome. That exact 3 beds is always funny. So, okay. Now we've done all that good stuff. Now we get to buy stuff for everyone. Yes. And at the same time, we get to sell stuff from everyone. Get us a little bit of money generated up. And I will show you guys what we're going to be doing with a large majority of the money that we do have. It cures paralysis. Oh, because yeah, it's like icy hot. Funny. Okay, so sell off all the old armor and everything. Alright, good stuff. We don't particularly need any usable items, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so we have 3 crest graphs, and we're going to pick up a couple of spells. We're going to take this spell, which warps us to the dungeon entrance and is named Escape. Escape. Very handy to spell to grab. I highly recommend picking it back up because the rest of the game is not always as nice about putting you back at the beginning of the dungeon. Shield is another spell we're going to go ahead and pick up. It's quite nice. And that means we don't have to mystic things. Well, technically we sold it, so we can't mystic it anyway. Actually, I think you can only mystic equipment once, and it, like, breaks it or something. I'm not particularly sure. I don't really remember. Mystic isn't something I really use a whole lot in this particular game. There's something else we want. What else do we want? I guess we can go ahead and take that one's pretty good. We might actually take that. But we're gonna take we're gonna try and get all our elemental spells first, or for now. We mostly use her for elemental weakness and for buffs and cures and crap like that. So that's that. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and use our apples. Now, Mystic Apple we definitely want to use on Cecilia. Just raises your sorcery. Hardy Apples we also want to use on Cecilia because she has the lowest vitality. And vitality is, you know, like, helps with damage reduction and health gen and so on and so forth. Agile Apples we want to use on Rudy because he has the slowest response, which is your speed. So hopefully if you use every Agile Apple you find on him, he might not be the slowest thing in existence. And we like to use Power Apples on Jack because most of the damage that Rudy ends up doing later on comes from his arms, which we are about to show you what's up with that. So, go ahead and go over here. We go back up to where Emma was, and we can talk to Emma's assistant and actually upgrade our arms. So, when you upgrade an arm, you can upgrade the attack power, the hit percentage, or the quantity of ammo, okay? The majority of the time, the hit percentage is not what you're going to want to go for. Rudy has freaking lock on as his first force skill for a reason. It's not expensive. You can use it very frequently. There's normally very little reason to ever upgrade the hit percentage, unless it has a very high hit percentage already, and you can upgrade it to near maximum very easily, and that way you just have something that you can use without needing force points, basically. All the rest of the time, you're either going to want to go for straight attack power, or on some of the arms, you have very limited ammo capacities, and they're very useful arms, like AOE arms and stuff like that, so you want to upgrade the ammo quantity. But for now, we're just going to go straight attack power. So, upgraded by 5 points, and it takes 1,000 now, so what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the ammo by 1. And yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. We're honestly, all we needed was that 1 point. If you can manage to get up another 1,000, which we probably could by selling stuff off, then it's good to do, but definitely not required. Let's mess around with our equipment real fast. We'll go ahead and put the water ruin on Cecilia, raise her stuff up. We'll put a moonstone on Rudy, and I think everything else is good. Yes, indeedy. Weapon for the mage staff. Did I not sell? I didn't sell the mage staff, did I? I guess. Well, I'm not worried about it. Magical rod. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it. Anyways, okay. So, there's always a guy in the inn that will reload your ammunition. It's 10 Gela per ammo. So, if you've used a lot, it can be quite the hefty sum. So, I recommend being cautious with that. But it's always a good idea to fully stock your ammunition before you leave town. It sucks to just be in an extended dungeon or in a long segment where there isn't a town and you're just low on ammunition from the very beginning. It's just a massive pain in the ass. Alright, so here is Lilithia's tomb. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. But I'm here to help. Let me through. No, I'm just kidding. So they will not let you through until you talk to Emma. So let's grab stuff as we go. Get us some nice healing items there. That's good stuff. Couple of little easy puzzles. And now that we have all 3 characters, we're just going to go ahead and every time we get something, we'll just go ahead and use it. No reason to keep it on hand now, you know? I like this guy. What? Nice. Alright. Lies a what, Emma? You don't want to tell us? Okay. Basically, if you come here without all 3 party members, Emma won't think that you can make it through. So she won't let you through, basically. And buckler, not bad. Moonstone's pretty nice. it prevents poison, but, you know, I like stats. And unfortunately, we can't get that item yet. So if Emma never says anything to them, they'll never let you through. You know? So, annoyingness. Alright, let's go ahead and head in here. So, I'm a little anal, and I like to blow up everything. So, sorry. Alright. Sorry, I had to click off for a second. Okay, here we go. I'm not actually... Oh, there we go. Rat monkeys. Alright, so here's an example of... Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to show you an example of it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's an example of how the enemy, or how the game does grouping systems, okay? So, you see I can select any particular enemy to attack, but both of these rat monkeys count as rat monkey 2. And that's for group. So there are single target attacks, there are group attacks, and then there are hit all attacks. So hit alls obviously will hit every enemy in play. Single attacks will only hit single enemies. Group attacks will hit the grouped enemies. So if I were to use a group attack on Rat Monkey 1, it would only hit him. If I were to use a group attack on either of these rat monkeys, it would hit both of them. So that's how that works. Do I even want to... Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna waste mana with her yet. There's no point. Especially since magic carrots are kind of freaking hard to come by at the beginning. Oh, hey, she's one-shotting things anyways. Awesome. Well, that's cool. Alright. Okay, so here's an example. We actually skipped the guy, but there's a guy in one of the previous rooms that will tell you, be careful, some traps or some chests explode. They're gold chests. If you see a gold chest, open it with hand pan, because they'll blow up and damage everyone in your party after you open them. So, yeah. Alright. So, in the dungeons, you have to do a lot of switching back and forth between characters. To, you know, use a particular tool here or there. Especially later on, you'll be using multiple tools in one puzzle just to get through rooms. So it's very fun. It's a very involved game. By no means is it just you running through a dungeon, getting into random encounters over and over and over again, like a lot of RPGs are. So I really like that. I think they did a fantastic job. I really wish that that more older... Now, that's not to say that no other old RPG is any good, because there are some fantastic ones out there. Actually, we want to go back this direction. Wasn't thinking about it. So yeah, this opens that area, and I believe this is some chests of some sort. My bad. But yeah, there are plenty of great old school RPGs out there. Like take like Star Ocean or like Lunar or something like that. You know, they're great storylines, great battle systems, and everything like that. But when it comes to the actual dungeon experience, the vast majority of the times you're just going from point A to point B, and it's basically just a giant maze. Which, I mean, it works, it's fine, and I'm not massively complaining. I'm just very pleased that there is a game like Wild Arms, and Wild Arms 2, that do not do that particular scenario. There we go. Alright, here we go with another golden chest. And a crest graph. Very nice. Now, I think we might actually be able to... No? Okay. Well, I figured we would check just to make sure. Oh shit. Now, see, if we had gotten a group attack earlier on Cecilia, which we don't have a group attack, that would have been pretty freaking nice to use right here. I'm not worried about it. In fact, the majority of these pill bugs are probably going to run. See? There we go. One stayed around. Those critical hits. Very nice. Alright. Okay, we're starting to approach a little bit of time on this video, so hopefully I will be able to make it to the end of the dungeon beforehand. I think I will. I can't remember. I don't think I can actually get up this ladder. So. Those noises. And that attack animation. Oh my god. Those things are so cheesy. Mind damage. What is this? You know what? I might be wrong on the parasol. The parasol might actually absorb a portion of the damage dealt to it and take it away from your health. I can't really remember, actually. Someone look that up for me and tell me if I'm wrong on that one. Let's go up here. Well, I say let's go up here and then I immediately head the other direction. Well, I guess it didn't matter now, did it? Huh. Oh, well that matters. Here I am, just not going the right direction. But yeah, no, I think that legitimately might be what it is. It might be like a mana barrier, you know, like a mana shield, so that when you get hit, your part of the damage goes from your mana. Which, if that is the case, we don't want to be using it right now, but that's pretty freaking nice for later on in the game, when she actually has a pretty decent mana pool. Okay. A little bit of slowdown. That keeps happening, I don't know why. Okay, so nothing right there. Let's get up these stairs. Ah, Impusas. These are actually some of the coolest looking enemies from an older game, in my opinion. I've always thought they look pretty badass. Although I think I think that translation is wrong. I think they're Impusas. The EM, I believe, it shows up in the majority of the later games, and in other games as well. Holy crap, we really don't have many options in direction, do we? Revive fruit, very nice. Go this direction. Let's bomb this place real fast, just so I can get up it if I need to later. Try to be smart about this, you know? Do 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 do. Here we go. Aha! You are tricky. I am trickier. But we want to go down there, so. Go ahead and blow that up, and then we'll run over here to this area that we've lowered. Drop down real fast, we'll run over to the left, pick up that chest, and then I believe we're out of the room. So, good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Some travel vests. Now, obviously, we're not going to use them, because that's, you know, the other level of equipment, but I think they sell for like 80 or 90, so that's pretty nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Shall we? Well, I say that, and then we immediately get into a fight. I guess we shan't. Alright, well with Cecilia, we're actually going to want to cast something here, because these guys are pretty dangerous. Oh, I say that, and Jack just insta-kills one. See how Vortex fares. Not bad. Also, a one-shot kill. Aw, Rudy. Aw, yeah, Rudy's gonna kind of be our weak link for a while. He's the slowest character, and we're giving Jack all our power apples, so Jack's gonna be a harder melee hitter. Rudy really shines from about halfway in the game on. I mean, he's honestly, he's kind of a boss killer. You know. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. I don't think we've actually saved for a while. I don't think we've saved since, probably, yeah, Jack's, holy crap. Yeah. So, that's a bit. Okay. Let's go in here. Oh. Oh, let's just fight him. Poor Cecilia. I just don't want to waste mana on her. I think you regen mana at the end of every fight, but... Ugh. Relatively easy puzzle right there. And... same thing right here. And... Dermot McDermott. Ooh, ambushed. That's not good. Depending on who they hit, we might... Nope. Okay. Now, it doesn't look like her MP went up or down, actually. But maybe that didn't actually count as a skill, you know? So we're gonna want to heal. Yeah, we're gonna want to heal first. Because she's relatively low. And freaking... Wow, I did not realize what level are we? Holy crap, we have a lot of HP. Between Rudy's and Cecilia's attacks, the thing should die. That's why I didn't cast anything. Alright, time is starting to get quite close. Alright, so we hit the switch. No, we don't want to go there. Where do we want to go? I think we want to go back over here and get this treasure chest. Yes, we do. Nice, nice. Good stuff. Alright, no, we're okay for now. And we're not going in there. We're gonna go over here and pick us up a hardy apple. And go ahead and use that on... Yeah. I cannot get over that. Oh, those attack animations and the noises that they make. That's crazy. Alright. Now, we are about to have some big stuff happen here. So I think I'm actually gonna... Yeah, this is the boss. So I think I'm actually gonna cut the video right here, and next time we'll be able to have an exciting little video where we do the boss and we do some other stuff. So that'll be cool. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And I know I am definitely enjoying playing the game. This is such a nostalgia run. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks much.